Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. I don't know why I feel like singing Elvis's intro music, but it seems right. Maybe because my brother calls me Melvis. I don't know. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
Oh my gosh, look at the birthday hats.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to tell you all how to do this as I give us our welcome. And I'm going to start actually. Welcome, 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 everybody. This is a big, fun, exciting, eventful, momentous, magical, wonderful day. Modern Prairie is 1 year old and we're having a party.
Yay!
First thing, yes, housekeeping. Quick housekeeping. If everyone can chime in the chat, let us know where you are, where you're coming from. If you're comfortable, we'd love to see your faces. If you want to put something silly on your face or your head, here's how you do it. Like us. You can go to see where your little video icon is. There's an arrow there. You pull up that menu and you click on video settings. And then in video settings, go to background and effects. And then a little menu will come up. Go to video filters. And those are all the fun video filters. I was a bat earlier. I was a little pig ears earlier. But I decided to go with flower crown because, I'm a grown-up now. Ish. That's
Do we have to be?
You don't have to.
No.
If you want to. We're just doing it because we're us.
Look at how many faces we're seeing, Melissa. This is amazing.
This is so awesome. I'm so excited.
It was a donut.
So many friends, so many trusted prairians, which we're going to explain to you soon. And of course, hello to my wonderful partner, Nicole. We were chatting before, so we've already said hello to each other. This is such a wonderful, wonderful occasion, and I'm so happy to see all of you. I have to, first and foremost,
We froze. That's okay, technology. She'll be back. All right, Melissa, say it again. You froze.
Yeah, and that's because I'm in the big woods of the Catskills and there's a storm coming. And so I have a tendency to freeze. What I was saying is, talking about trusted prairians, it is National Prairie Day. And I know, can you believe? And I get to introduce two of my nearest and dearest prairie compatriots who were two of the first people that when I asked, will you guys come help us launch this thing in the very beginning, they jumped on without even a question. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my dear, wonderful friends, Alison Arngrim and Dean Butler. You know them as Molly Olson and Almanzo Wilder. Hi, guys.
Hello.
And now I can't stop playing with the filters.
I figured you would be the one.
Where's yours, Dean? Where's yours? Come on, Dean. We want to.
Yeah, I know, and I can't find it. I'm sorry. I went to video.
This is me.
Video settings.
Allison, I love it. It's perfect.
Video settings, and then what?
Okay. And then background and effects.
Background and effects, of course. And now filters. Oh boy.
I know. Decisions.
Let's see here. Hang on. Okay. So maybe I'm a dog. Am I a dog or a bear? A bear. I'm a bear. Yeah, I'm a bear. Let's see. Now I'm a tiger or a lion.
That's lovely.
Fun. And now I'm a smart guy, but no, that doesn't work. Let's see. No. Oh, isn't that clever?
Delightful.
Yeah, you guys are hilarious.
Well, thank you so much for being here today to celebrate. We have an agenda, so we're going to kind of move along. But while I have the floor, and I'm going to turn it over to Nicole in a second, I want to let you guys know where we're at. We over the past year, our community has grown exponentially. It has been mind-boggling to us. Not only how many people have joined and are here and are appreciating all of the things that Modern Prairie has to offer, but you guys are all connecting with each other and creating this community to support each other through this journey, through this part of our lives. And that was it's more than either of us could have imagined it would be. And we are constantly and consistently inspired by you and talk about all of you all the time because now the pressure's on. Because now we're really feeling responsible and we want to bring you the best products, the best programs, the best workshops that we can. And we are always open to suggestions. Someone wrote to us and said, why don't you do a workshop on fitting a bra? We did, and it was great and hugely successful and brought some wonderful business to a friend of ours who's a woman who owns a bra company. I mean, this is how this all works in supporting each other. We're supporting each other's businesses. We're supporting each other's art. We're supporting each other emotionally. It's such a wonderful thing. So I want to thank you all so much. And we have so much more ahead. I mean, at this point, we've had over 30 workshops, Nicole.
We've had 50.
We've had
workshops. It's almost one a week.
My gosh, that's
well, and we remember Dean and Allison in one of our workshops. Do you guys remember the pie? You did the
pie
crust, Dean
crust.
and Allison.
Yeah.
You did the filling and you were like eating
Yep,
all the sugar.
in the mailbox.
So fun.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, Melissa, you froze, so I took over. I said Dean and Allison did the workshop with us.
Oh, yes, they did. No, the next thing I was saying is, and we have so many community members. I don't even know if that's quantified at this point. Do we have a number?
I mean, it really several thousands. I want to say 50 to 60,000 from where we started less than a year ago. So, a year ago.
Nice.
Today.
Yeah, so something really wonderful is happening. And of course, we have the podcast, and Susie Schubert is here, who's my co-host on the Nitty Gritty podcast. And that would be Nitty with the K-N-I-T-T-Y, G-R-I-T-T-Y. We're very punny about that. We definitely play with the knitting puns a lot. And we have a great time. In fact, this week's episode features another Little House on the Prairie guest star. These guys aren't guest stars, they're stars of the show, but one of our favorite all-time Little House on the Prairie guest stars, Todd Bridges.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I think
He's
it's,
a character.
One Nova, maybe. It's actually my son. He just got his license, so he's working on that. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, sorry. Do you mind muting? Okay. We will figure that out. Oh, the joy of Zoom.
Someone is not muted, and we're hearing your phone conversation. Is that better?
It's better. We
Oh,
love
God.
to hear from everybody, but sometimes, maybe we don't want to hear what their other side conversations are if they don't know they're on. That could
Maybe
be
they
bad.
don't want us to hear it either.
Yes.
You never know. That would be terribly embarrassing. I can think of so many conversations that I don't want anyone to hear. Anyway, that is basically where we are. And the reason we're here, Nicole and I met through a mutual friend. And I'd always had this sort of idea that I felt that there was a place somewhere for things. It was, in my mind, it was actually more retail oriented, of things that evoked the memories of home and family and all things sort of Little House on the Prairie or prairie-ish. And I talked about it. My best friend, Sandy Peckinpah, is here too. And she knows that I've talked about it a bunch, about there's something there. And I discussed it with these mutual friends I have, and they said, you need to meet Nicole, because I think she can bring this to fruition and grow it to be something more than you even imagine it could be. And they were so 100% right. Now I have this wonderful business partner and little sister, basically. And we just have the most incredible time coming up with ideas and projects and products. And it's really, really exciting where we've come. And we are here to provide a space where maturing women can gather and share everything, from information that is vital and important to a great joke, to how to knit or sew or make a pie crust or bake a pie, or how to deal with grief during the holidays. We we knew and we know that there is not enough resources out there for us, and there's not enough information, and there's not enough places where we feel really safe to share all this stuff. So this is a safe space, and we continue to make it that. And I'll tell you more about that later. But now I'm going to turn it over to Nicole, because she's going to tell you why we're here and what else is going on with the brand.
Hi, everyone. First of all, this is overwhelming to see all of your faces on camera. I mean, honestly, when we started this brand, we heard time and time again how invisible women were feeling in general, particularly as we age, and we're told consistently, redefine aging, or, change the way that is. And that's certainly not the case. It's not about redefine, it's redefine. And looking at everyone's faces on here and seeing you it's just, to Melissa's point, it's a huge, huge step in what we're doing. We're unapologetically embracing aging and supporting one another in a way that has now taken on such a momentum, and we're so proud of this. I mean, seeing everyone on this call, from our Prairians, like Melissa is talking about, to I see April on here, I see Shelly and Chris, I see Christine. I mean, I feel like romper room, right? Like, I see so-and-so. I mean, it's actually phenomenal to see everyone. I mean, Anna, Deb, all of you have become such a family unit to us. You've seen us from the very beginning through fruition, and you've been such incredible advocates, not only on behalf of the brand, but of one another. And I think as we age, we get to a place where we want to support one another. It's not about competing with each other. It's actually about raising one another up. And when I see Dean and Alison on this call, Melissa asks, do you want to join and celebrate with us? And there's no question. Yes, we will be there to support. This is what this community is about. So seeing you all here is just, it's overwhelming to me. It's certainly overwhelming to Melissa. And she and I were talking before the call, just, wow, what has happened in this year? It feels like it hasn't even been a year, but it has. And how apropos on National Prairie Day for us to be celebrating together.
That's awesome.
So, just why we're here, we're celebrating. And I think, as I think about our brand, we're celebrating with all of you. It's not just about celebrating our own accomplishments or with our own amazing team members. You are the brand, and that's why this is so important. So when we look back on what we did, we launched the website a year ago, and we coincided with Melissa's book, Back to the Prairie, which was really synonymous for her getting back to her roots. We added events to the schedule, which were so critical for us because it was a way for us to socialize topics like grief, loss, healing, that Sandy Peckinpah, phenomenal, wonderful human being, has led us through. Christine Semple has taken us through how to set boundaries. Leanne has taken us through how to create watercolor. We spend a lot of time thinking about at this phase in our life, how are we going to stay curious, be curious, learn new things? And all the incredible women and men that have come into this brand have really been about empowering us through rediscovering what is inspiring to us. We created a Facebook page. I mean, that is social media, it's digital media, it's where we are. We launched our own Setting the Intention group, where we have about 4,000 to 5,000 women who are sharing with one another. They're empowering, supporting one another. We launched a YouTube page where we've got amazing content from our chefs, Chef Sue, Chef Cheryl, teaching us things like how to cut an onion or even how to cut tomatoes. I mean, these are kind of similar things. We launched a series with Chef Erica, Funny People Making Food, where we were modernizing meals and going through, just how to do things differently from Laura Ingalls' own recipes. It's pretty phenomenal. The thread through's been incredible. So, as we just sit here today and seeing everyone's faces, I mean, just really shouting out to all of you. It's great to see. I see Shelly and Chris are there. They made the 2 limited edition mugs, one of which I'm drinking out of right now. We just work with such incredible artisans, masters of their craft. I mean, we really just feel so lucky. So it's just about us taking a moment to reflect and celebrate. And we couldn't do this without really Melissa. You're the conduit, you're the inspiration, you're authentically who you are. I think the fact that you put yourself out there and you do it in a way, you know, it's pretty phenomenal. I think everyone here would agree to that.
Thank you. Thanks, you guys. It's so sweet. Thanks, Nicole. Thank you.
Well, so I think what we wanted to do, there were a couple of our trusted, we're calling them trusted Prairians. And that will make sense in a little bit once we explain kind of our big initiative and what's next for the brand. But we had a couple of Prairians that wanted to just speak on behalf of their experience with the brand. So I will let you all, you know, speak, and you can introduce yourselves. I mean, maybe if we want to start with Christine.
Hello, everybody, and happy anniversary and congratulations and happy birthday to Nicole and Melissa and all of the amazing women that I have met on this, within this community. And it's been a year for me. I was going back through notes, and Nicole and I and Chef Susie met Memorial Day week, before Memorial Day weekend. And then I was blessed to meet Melissa on a photo shoot. And I just said, you know what? It's a couple hours away. Why don't I just come up and meet? If I'm going to be, part of this, let's meet one another, be authentic. And I was welcomed with such warmth and such authentic love and kindness and caring that it was a match made in heaven, honestly. And when Nicole and I and Melissa and started talking about empowering women, being authentic, scrapping that anti-aging. I'm going to age. Sorry, it's going to happen. We're all going to get old. But we have a choice of how we do it and who we do it with. And, having an environment that is supporting and caring, allowing me to grow. And I don't want to take all of this time, but, Melissa and Nicole said, you want to do a workshop? Go. Oh, crap. Where else would I have a workshop that has an audience that is they're all saying the same thing? And we did amazing workshops, setting intentions and building boundaries, the beauty of boundaries, and the empowerment of a positive mindset. And it really started off. I mean, that it launched into some things that were so much bigger. And I have so many memories. I had Melissa and, over to my house when we did one of the first couple workshops, which was amazing. Here's Melissa saying, I'll just come over the bridge. I'm like, really? I'm like, told my husband, I said, you gotta be good. You gotta behave. It's like, make sure the dogs are really tired. But it was wonderful. It was a great experience. And the photo shoot I knew that I bought overalls at some point for a reason, not my normal, get up. They said photo shoot, bring something. I'm like, I have a beautiful pair of butter colored linen overalls. And they're like, bring it. I'm like, I knew about them for a reason. It happened before it even happened. And so just sitting with Melissa, up in the Catskills, and Nicole and everyone else that I met, it's been growing for me, the growth that I have been able to do within myself, within my own business. And, the first couple times I came on, the makeup was perfect, the hair was perfect, the script was written, and now I'm just kind of like, okay. But the comfort was here that I was able to finally do that. And so I want to thank all of you for being here. I've met so many of you one-on-one. Alison Levy and I, she's in New York, and we've been able to, meet for coffee and meet for dinner. And, I support that. If somebody's in your neighborhood, if somebody's an hour away, jump in the car. You have somebody that is part of our tribe. So, I want to thank everybody for the opportunity, and I'm done.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Christine. Susie, did you want to share?
Of course I'll share. Right? Like try not to overshare, which we already
Yeah,
do on the
that's true.
podcast, right, Melissa? Boy, where do I even start? Obviously doing a podcast with Melissa Gilbert. I mean, come on, it's kind of a dream come true, right? But I have to say, I think the moment that stands out the most to me about this whole Modern Prairie journey, I back up a little to the point that everything that I've done is sort of supported by a life coaching certificate that I have, but I kind of moved away from that one-on-one practice and sort of coach in what I say is more of a collective way. And I do that by writing, by podcasting, and even by reading the tarot, which, you know, I'm sure a lot of people are like, what? That's a little weird. But what's interesting is too long of a story, so I'll make it very short. I stumbled upon Modern Prairie. I was completely impressed with what they were doing, and they're still pretty new. And for me, you know, I've always done so many different things, and I always joke that I'm on an unexpected journey. And what I love to do is help others with their unexpected journey because we're all on one. And I've always been someone that just kind of jumps into things. And I had received an email from Nicole after purchasing the incredible Melissa mug. And I was so impressed that she reached out to me in person. And I was like, wow, what an incredible company to go to that effort. And as I looked at their community and their website, I was like, you know, they need a blog. And I might be a little kooky for them. I don't know if I'll fit into, you know, what they want. But if you don't ask, the answer is always no. And so I thought, what the heck? This is where I just am feeling a pull here. And I literally said that to Nicole. And within a couple days, we were on the phone talking for, I think, a couple hours, probably. I immediately felt like I had a good friend, which would probably become a BFF. And I think at the end of that call, I said, you know, I feel like I'm home. And to be able to feel that with a community that I hadn't even done anything with yet, but that was really how I felt. And Nicole accepted me with open arms and all my quirky weirdness and was like, yes, we want you here because that's what they do here. And Melissa as well. I mean, imagine Melissa being like, oh, here's the funny story about the podcast. So I'm suggesting things and I'm like, you know, I feel like you guys should have a podcast. I feel like Melissa should do a podcast and she should do this with you, Nicole, or she should do this with her best friend. And, you know, and Nicole's like, actually, I think she should do it with you. And I was like, okay. So that was an incredible thing that says so much about where Nicole was at with this company, bringing in people from all walks of life to get to know each other. It says so much about Melissa, who was like, okay, I don't know this woman, but we'll get to know each other. And she trusted Nicole, which says so much about, you know, how they work together. So I tell that story just to show as an example, if you are part of this community, it is an open community where we are all welcome, where all your quirks and crazy things about you are welcome, and in such a wonderful, wonderful way. And I just feel so lucky, and I'm so happy for you both, Nicole, Melissa, and everybody here, that you have made it this year, of course, and it's just the beginning, and it's incredible to see all the hard work that everybody has put in this, all the wonderful trusted prairians that I've met. I can't even tell you how incredible that's been. So again, I don't want to blab, 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 but thank you for letting me be a part of all this. Thank you all that listen to the podcast and get involved in our conversation. Like, that is just incredible. And that's it for me.
Thanks, Susie. Yeah, Susie, it's Susie, quirks and all. We all have our own quirks and we accept everyone as they are, right? Melissa's like, yeah, we all have our quirks.
I don't know anyone who doesn't. And if you don't have quirks, then you're just boring.
Well, so I know, so, you know, talking about our prairians and even our artisans, Bev is here and she is from Row Pottery and it's an incredible handmade stoneware pottery business that's been around for, Bev, I don't want to misconstrue. Is it 75 years?
50. We'll be celebrating
50.
our anniversary next year.
Congratulations. And Bev was really one of the first artisans we reached out to in the beginning, and we shared what we were trying to do and the businesses that we were looking for, and the fact that we were focusing on handmade products that have a story to tell. As Melissa mentioned, yes, we are a brand, we sell product, but first and foremost, we are a community. And that is the most important element for that. Product aside, when we do have products, there should be stories to tell. When you have this beautiful mug on a table, there's a story to tell about who made it and the decals. It's the same that goes with Row Pottery. You'll notice we've got our we've got our mugs, we've got our Prairie Linen program. And Bev was really the first one to say, I believe in what you're doing. Let's partner together on this and let's grow this business collectively. And she took a bet on us, and we're eternally grateful. And you've been a great partner to us. So I'd love to introduce you as the owner and founder behind Row Pottery, and take it away.
Good morning, everybody, and cheers to Melissa and Nicole. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for looking into our company. Like Nicole said, the business has been around for 50 years. I've been a part of it for about 17 years now. And it's just really fun to see the level that you guys have taken our product to. Row Pottery's been a collector brand across the country for years. We always encourage people to use the product, and you guys have really brought that to life with all of your seminars that you're doing and all of the things, your cooking classes, how to bake a pie. Those are the things that make stoneware in your home fun, is to use it, bake with it, hand it down, to give it as gifts, and showing people how to use it and how to cook in it and how it becomes part of tradition in your family is really what we love. And those are the stories that can come to life. We all love cooking and serving, making our tables beautiful. And the products that we make help create those memories in your home, bringing that to life. So obviously, we were super excited last year when you guys connected with us. My sister-in-laws have all talked. We remember coming home, and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when we got home from school, turn on the TV and Little House on the Prairie was on. And so to be able to connect in that way, and I feel like when you guys visited Row Pottery and toured and really got your hands dirty a little bit in the clay, it was just a really fun experience to see that you're not only looking to sell product, but you are really looking to learn about the brand and be committed to it. You don't want to sell something that isn't important to you or that you don't know about. And the fact that you're willing to come and learn about the product, get your hands dirty and tell our story, we really appreciate that. And it's been a fun year, and we have a lot of new things coming. It's been fun to collaborate and meet via Zoom and meet in person and just continually grow our product line. And I look forward to what we're doing next.
Thank you,
Thank
Bev.
you,
Yeah,
Bev.
and I don't know if you.
Nicole, before we go on to somebody else, and Bev, thank you so much for being here. I just held up, I have my carafe back here, and actually in my carafe are flowers that were sent to us by April Cornell to congratulate us on our first anniversary. I see you, April. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for these gorgeous flowers. But there's one special guest I have to introduce that I didn't introduce. There's this guy on here. His name is Tim. It's my hubby, Tim Busfield. And he has a party hat, pizza party hat on. Hi,
Well,
Tim.
sure. I'm fun. I also got a little song.
What?
Oh,
When I'm feeling down and out and I really want to pout, all I need is a little modern prairie. Modern prairie. When I toss and turn in bed and I want to hush my head, all I need is to open my app on my phone and buy some modern prairie. Modern prairie. It's the kind of sight makes you happy when you're blue. It's the kind of sight makes spending true. Modern Prairie, a modern prairie, and I see Dean. When I feel the morning sun and I plan my day of fun, all I little need is modern prairie. I fucked up the song already, but I hope you're having fun, everybody. Modern Prairie, Modern Prairie. It's the kind of site that you want to go to. It's the kind of site you want to have fun forever. And I see Allison and Dean and April Cornell tell you what to wear. You can get your bras just fit perfect. And Nicole is there.
Oh my God.
All right, that's it. That's all I got. That's my entertainment. I love this site. I love my wife. I love Nicole. I love everybody on this page. This is really cool, everybody. All your support's really cool. I've never seen my wife so happy and fun.
Tim, you remind me of Arlo Guthrie, the way you sing.
Well, he can. The difference is Arlo can sing.
Well, but you've got that sort of twangy thing going too. No, it's real solid folk time.
Thank you. Coming from you, that means a lot because you can sing.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've
Tim, that
done
was
Broadway.
amazing.
Oh yeah,
You've
That
done
was
Broadway
amazing.
musicals on Broadway.
yeah, I have.
Well,
I
then
am.
Dean, are you gonna bust out? We've gotta hear a song from you now too.
Well, I don't think I'm going to sing a song, but I am going to be singing some 60s teen idol songs at an event in Los Angeles this next weekend, which should be really fun with a group of singer-songwriters in Tarzana, Melissa, one at your old stomping ground.
My old neighborhoods. Hey, listen, that actually reminds me of something. I forgot to ask you guys, while we have you, what are you guys up to? What can people, where can they find you? What are you doing? Where will you be? What appearances do you have coming up, please?
Well, if you're in Tarzana next Sunday night, if you can in that area, come and see us at the Tarzana. I guess it's the Cultural Events Center, and it's a very simple little place, but it's a cool place, an outdoor venue to perform. Melissa, I'm writing this book that will be out a year from actually coming up. So it'll be a year from July that the book actually comes out, coinciding with as part of our 50th anniversary of Little House. So that is an ongoing project that occupies me at 5 a.m. every morning while the house is quiet. It's quite a project. And I've just been writing about you and Allison this morning, actually.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That could be bad.
No, it's all, I mean, the two of you are the sort of the center of our Little House world. It's and for complementary reasons, but it's but different. You do it differently, but you both are the center of it, and you're very important to the ongoing love and appreciation that people have for what happened starting almost 50 years ago.
Thank you. That's
Yes.
great.
Well, yes.
Allison, what are you doing? What are you up to? What's new? Where can people find you?
I'm everywhere.
I know.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. If anyone isn't already getting the Nelly newsletter, and we totally plug Modern Prairie in it, we plug everybody in it. The Nelly newsletter, which is like 5,000 people now, and it's this hilarious newsletter that my husband Bob writes once a month. You just email us at loosegravelprod@AOL, and or hit me up on Facebook, whatever, and you'll get this email once a month. And it tells you my schedule, but it also, we have Prairie Tidbits and everybody else's schedule, and we plug everybody from the show and what they're doing and anything interesting that's happening with everybody. I'm staying off the road for like June and July because I need a break. And then I'm going a bunch of places. We're both going to Orlando in September.
All of us, you and I.
Fanboy, Karen,
Karen, you and me. Karen Grassley,
Yeah.
you and me. Yeah.
We're fanboying it. I'm doing a bunch of stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of events as cookie pickers, marts things. I've been going to riverboat cruises, prairie events, non-prairie events. In September, I'm doing my stand-up show again in New York and at the Rochester Fringe. I'm going to France again in October. I'm doing all that kind of junk. And then I interviewed you. I interview people on my Alison Arngrim show, and I do wacky, strange things on Facebook.
And of course, everybody should know that next year there will be a lot of different celebrations all over the place celebrating the 50th anniversary of the television series. And Modern Prairie will also be honoring the 50th anniversary of Little House on the Prairie with some wonderful events and products and special things. And we'll announce all of those coming up. So Nicole, I'm going to turn it back to you, back to the Trusted Prairians.
Sure. Shelley actually, Shelley wanted to say something as well. Shelley, take it away.
Hi, happy birthday.
Thank you, Shelley. Hi, Chris. We see you too.
Hi. This is really, we're from Crazy Cat Lady Ceramics, and we make these mugs as Melissa is holding. First of all, I'm kind of shaking, so I wasn't sure I was even going to say anything because I'm a bit nervous. I want to say to Dean and Alison, and of course, Melissa, I mean, this is like huge for me to see you every time, Melissa, and now you for the first time. And of course, Nicole, we love you. And I grew up in Israel. I was born and raised there. And as a child, I watched all of Little House on the Prairie. And my mom, I mean, no one wore those in Israel, but my mom would make us my sister and I, these little aprons and the dresses that we would wear. And I have pictures from when I was 5 years old wearing the apron. And actually, when I visited last year in Israel, Melissa was like so sweet, and she talked with my mom, and my mom was just crying and crying on the phone.
She's still crying about it.
Yeah, it was really a huge, and I'm like, I mean, Neely, I mean, this is really, Alison, this is amazing to meet you guys. But I want to kind of tell you, like when they came, when Nicole and Melissa and Sue and everybody Chicago came to our house
to see the studio.
Right, it was the coldest day of this winter. I mean,
it was a polar vortex. It was minus 18. So it was absolutely freezing.
And we were actually working. It's funny because Christine was saying that she got this overall and it was like something special to wear. Well, I have to say that we changed our whole living room, preparing for a whole week. We cleaned the house. We bought a new living room. We Christmas light out in the freezing cold.
Yes.
And it was just so incredible. It felt like family was coming to our house. It was, as soon as you walked in, it felt like a Friday night dinner with my family. It was so warm and fun. And we were like looking out the window, and we had our foxes that live in our backyard. They were like sitting in the snow, and we were watching them out the window. And then we had lunch, and it was just so incredible. And we're so thankful because, you know, every time we make these mugs, which takes months to make, and all the little details, and you see here's Chicago and Melissa, and all these little details in the flower. Oh, and here's Chicago. It's a work of art. We put so much of our heart, and of course, I mean, this is like a childhood idol. So it's not just like, I mean, every time we even get a text or an email from Nicole or something, it's like, oh my God, look, I got a text. It's every time, it's still magic. It's magic. It is. The mugs, and they came out, it felt like it had a life. It's not just a mug, it had like
and it's nice because suddenly our kitchen will be filled with 100 and something Melissa mugs. So it's nice to the energy is always so great and so fun. And we were so excited when we first, when they reached out, Nicole reached out to us about a year ago, because I think about a year ago is when the mug came out, the first mug. And it's just been an amazing experience. We've worked with a bunch of different people in all sorts of walks of life. And I have to say that Nicole and Melissa are the kindest, sweetest, most real people that you could ask to
really
work
felt
with.
like family.
Yes.
It felt like, it's like, have we met before?
Yes.
It's like,
And
are
it's
you
a
like an
really-
old aunt, or are you like a sister? It was
And
so
then it is amazing, and what you guys have
incredible.
done with the brand is just phenomenal. And, you know, we're just so thankful to be a part of it. You guys should, you know, you guys have really, you knocked it out of. It's amazing.
And it always feels so personal. It's just really it's really in the heart. You can really feel the connection and everything that is done. It's really an emotional process.
And our cat baby Jesus was very happy to meet Chicago. That was the
Exactly.
highlight.
Yes,
Guys.
and you can tell, I mean, certainly there's stories. We could sit here and we could just reminisce already. You know, we feel that there's this deep connection. And the work that the two of you are doing and bringing products to life is incredible. And I think, you know, that is really the goal of our brand, is to share and amplify the story of what you're doing. So we thank you. Thank you for sharing, Shelley and Chris.
Thank you
Melissa,
so much.
We're going
Yes.
to pass it to Melissa, because as we think about what's next, I'm sure everyone's like, okay, what's the announcement? Melissa, drum roll.
If there's time at the end, we'll come back to more of our trusted Prairians and makers. But we really, the whole point of this gathering today is not just to celebrate where we've been, but to let you know where we're going. And I have to pull it up on my phone. I am so incredibly excited to tell you guys that we are launching, and Tim sang it in his song, but it probably flew by and you missed it. We are officially announcing today that we are launching the Modern Prairie app. Woohoo!
You.
Are launching the app, and we are so excited. And the app is going to be a place we're going to slowly, first of all, it's free. It is a free app. It will have all the same stuff that you look for in the brand and ways to communicate, but it's actually going to enable us to move a little bit off from the greater world of social media, where people can be prickly, let's put it that way, into a really great, safer place where we can really feel comfortable communicating with one another. You've heard us say the word trusted Prairians a few times. And when you join the app, you will find that there are people who have a badge next to their name, and they are the trusted Prairians who work within the different quadrants. The quadrants will remain the same as they do on the website. Be Well, Prairie Kitchen, Garden, Melissa Corner, you know them if you know the site. And the trusted Prairians, in no particular order, are Sandy Peckinpah, Suzanne Shannon, Becky Bozen, Susie Schubert, Christine Semple, Laura Bray, Joyce Turner Blanker, Leanna Fisher, Carolyn Parks, Angela from Drinkwater Flowers, Lisa Steele, Shelley from Crazy Cat Lady Ceramics, April Cornell, Bev, who you met, and Julie Zahn, and of course, Nicole and I will be trusted Prairians. And you guys, I'll be there. I'll be on the app pretty much as I possibly can. And it'll enable me actually to post stuff for you that's not going to go out in the wider world, because we'll control it. So it could actually be even more intimate. I mean, it's going to be like little things, boring things like, let's walk through my cookbooks, or I can't wait to share with you. And this will be my first post. I finally grew peonies, my favorite flowers, and it was completely accidental, and they're just about to bloom. So I'm going to run out and videotape them, and that will be the first thing I post, and you guys will see that. And we'll be able to communicate on an even more immediate level. And of course, we'll have access to all of our wonderful products and workshop information and event information. And Nicole, am I forgetting anything? Because God knows.
I think the intention is obviously with social media, you follow people. And intuitively, that seems really disingenuous with the community that we're building. When we want friendships, you want to be able to invite your friends along your journey. And so this app is going to do that. So the content, the quality of content will be curated. You'll have access to our Prairians directly. You know, no longer do you have to go through Modern Prairie to connect. If you have a question about how to make sourdough bread, ask Sue. If you have a question or you're struggling with the loss of someone you care about, you can connect with Sandy. This is really to minimize any kind of that friction, to give you access, to empower you. You know, and the other element I think is so critical is from a privacy perspective. Social media is wonderful. It opens up doors, but we also sometimes have people potentially follow us that we may not want to follow us, or your information is not private. I mean, at the end of the day, we like to think that it is, but that information is somewhere. And so as we create these groups, we created a group called Setting the Intention in our Facebook page, and it's been phenomenal. But there are a lot of things that are shared that are sensitive. And at the end of the day, you know, we have to put a lot of parameters around who can and cannot see that. And so I think it's a really important to be able to take this community and keep everyone in a place where they can control how they engage, where they engage, when they engage. And you don't have to have people following you or making comments to you that, you know, could make you uncomfortable. And so the world is a wide, vast place. And the intent is that this app will give you more of that control. So you'll also have, like I said, Melissa mentioned, different levels of access to Melissa and what she wants to share, or to products we're launching, to voting, to early registration, to maybe events that we're doing. I think the other piece is, so many of you have said to me through email, is how do we meet up with one another? Well, no longer do you have to come through Modern Prairie to ask to meet up. You can do that yourself through this community that we're building. You know, I see Deb McGuinn on here, which is phenomenal. Deb is actually, hi, Deb, has reached out to us about, you know, this amazing orchard we need to frequent and visit when we're there in the Catskills. I mean, you're going to be able to make such an impact on where this brand goes, certainly through the community that we're building. So I don't want to wax on too much about it, but we are very, very proud of this app. We think you all will be very excited. It's super easy to use. If you go to modernprairie.com, if you go to the community section at the top navigation, it's the very first thing you'll see, Modern Prairie app. You can click on that page and it will tell you exactly how to upload the app, how to access the content. And of course, if you have questions for any of us, we're here. I mean, I'm not as technically savvy as some of my counterparts, but it's pretty clear.
There are questions actually that are in the chat right now. Somebody wanted to know when it's available. It's available now. Someone wanted to know if it's available for Android.
That is coming. Android that is a fast follower. We are working on that. So expect that at the end of next week.
And then also with the app, we want you guys to know we can quantify information. We'll be able to kind of look in and see what's going on, and we'll know who has invited who. So to set an incentive for that, for you guys to invite your friends, we are going to have a contest for referrals. For 150 or more referrals, there will be a random drawing for that will sign you up to a virtual tea with me. 1-on-1 or 5-on-1 or however, 6-on-1, however you want that virtual tea to turn out. One winner, anyone who signs up 75 plus 149 or more referrals, you get a DVD set signed by the cast of Little House on the Prairie. By the way, you guys, there'll be some DVDs coming your way to sign. Alison and Dee. 5 winners who sign up 50 to 74 plus people will have a Zoom party with me. And also with the tea with me, you will get a tea box from Danielle's company, from the tea that we sell. 10 winners who sign up 25 to 49 plus will get a $25 gift certificate to Modern Prairie. So once you're comfortable on the app and you want to, Feel free to invite as many people as you want. And if you really love invite, the more chance you have to have tea with me, which I do every day. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but
but we love having tea because the stories come out. We know. So
true. I
here's
tend to
the thing.
spill the tea while having tea.
We will spill the tea.
I was just going to say that.
So basically, so some of these things, I saw some comments. I don't know, 150 people. That's okay. I think we'll be able to kind of codify this week. We'll share more details about the refer a friend. I think the intent is that you are in control of referring or sharing the app with as many or as little, few. If my husband were here, he'd tell me it's few is the right or little. I don't know. He's the grammar guy in this house. But definitely you're in control. And I think that's the intention. So
and of course we'll be watching. And if it looks impossible for anyone to sign up 150, we'll announce and lower the thresholds. And, we're controlling it. So it's not, it's somebody else's hand. So we'll be fair and we'll be honest and transparent. You'll see all of this.
Yes.
So Nicole, I think it's time for us to do our awards and prizes before we let everybody go off this Zoom. What do you think? Because we have them.
I do.
Not for the
I
app.
agree. I really agree, but I have to give someone else credit on this call. I just saw a comment asking who designed the Modern Prairie logo, and I have to give Mr. Marcus Reynolds a shout out. Marcus, I don't know if you want to just unmute, but Marcus is the genius behind all of our creative branding. Everything you'll see from our logos to when you get into the app, green thumb, anything, that is Marcus's genius. He's incredible. So Marcus, I had to give you credit because someone is asking. There you are.
That's
Hi.
me. Hi. I just wanted to say congratulations to everyone. I've watched all the hard work from the shadows. I kind of do a lot of work on the back end in the website and dealing with the app and doing graphics and logos. And it's just really amazing to see how far everyone's come. And it's a testament to all your hard work. And just watching Nicole from the very beginning, it was every week, oh my gosh, we're doing this. We're doing a podcast. Oh, now we're working with Row Pottery. And now we're working with, every week it was someone else. And it's just really amazing to watch the community grow and see what everything has evolved to. And it's just a pleasure and an honor to be part of it. So happy birthday.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thank
You're
you, Marcus.
incredible. Yes.
We love Marcus. He inspires us. His designs and his ideas inspire us on the regular. So we're just so blessed to have him. We're so blessed to have you.
Okay, now without further ado, obviously this is about the community. We wanted to highlight a few members of the community who, have attended. Well, Melissa, I want you to be able to award this next group of 3 amazing individuals with the prize.
These prizes, the prize is my must-have box, and they are going to those who have attended the most events. And those 3, wait a minute, Nicole, I'm looking at the printout here. Is it the box and the gift card?
Yep.
Okay, so you get the box and a gift card. The first prize is going to Raina Shield. Raina, we have seen you so every single time. Where is Raina? We can unmute Raina, yeah?
Raina, you can unmute yourself, actually. Where are you?
Oh my goodness.
Yay,
Thank you
hi.
so much.
Of course, thank you.
I'm so flattered and honored. You guys are amazing. It's heart-filling each time I'm on and each time I get off. So thank you so much.
We're so happy to see you every time. And thank you so much for being so supportive. And we're so excited to see you moving forward, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
You made my day. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. Okay, our next prize goes to Judith Monday. Judith, you can unmute now too.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you and see you. Hi, Judith.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much. No, I really enjoy all of the events you guys put on. I feel like I've really learned a lot, trying to develop new skills, I would say, at this point. So thank you.
Oh, fantastic.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. And thank you so much for joining the community. And it's just so great to see your lovely face. And I look forward to seeing it more and more. Thank you.
You know what, Melissa? Funny story though, I have to say about Judith. She wrote us was it a week or two ago, Judith? She had ordered, and Bev, this is for you as well. She had ordered the carafe that we have, and she had sent it to a different address than she typically does. And she found the carafe, she found all the packaging strewn across her property, and the carafe covered in dirt. And it was because her bears got to the box. And the carafe survived. So it speaks to the quality of the product, but this is real life. And Judith, we loved getting that story. The team thought that was amazing.
And we're just a pep too.
We can't believe you actually found the box and that it was survived. So that was a really fun story to hear.
Yes, I know. I was very surprised. We saw it on our security cameras. We saw the bears hadn't quite gotten into the package yet, but they were. We weren't able to get there till like a few days later. But the bears, they were messing with it. So I was hoping that that's all they would do is just kind of knock it around. But no. But at least the carafe survived. Perfect condition.
Good.
Perfect.
And that's a great story. Thank you so much. Our next prize goes to the intrepid Lori Moulton. Lori, where are you?
I'm right here.
There she is. Hi, Lori.
Hi. Oh my goodness. I'm very excited and just so grateful to Modern Prairie and its philosophy and all that you promote and stand for. It's my me time between a very demanding full-time job and two little foster guys that I have. I get very little time to myself. So this is my me time. And it's just, Modern Prairie is just so very, very, and all of the community is just so very precious to me. So thank you all so much for all that you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so great to see you every time. And thank you so much for being such a supporter. And I'm so glad you're getting everything you need out of Modern Prairie. It just, it inspires us and makes us want to do even more. So thank you.
I'm going to have to go get Kleenex in a minute.
Love you, Lori. Love you.
We love you too.
Our next award goes to our youngest event attendee, my pal, Eliza Webb. Tiff and Eliza, where are you guys? Dean, you met Eliza. I think she made pie crust the time that you came and joined us for pie crust making.
Perfect.
Tiff and Eliza? You can are they not there? They were here earlier.
I know. I think they were. Maybe they had to drop off.
I think it was my song.
Might have been Tim's F-bomb.
Yeah.
Well,
that was my bad. My bad. But I'll take the award.
Take the award. Okay, Tim, you could take the award. That's hilarious. Well, so maybe Melissa, you can give a little message to Tiff and we'll, or to Eliza, and we'll get in touch with her mother, Tiff. But, we met Eliza and her grandmother actually when we were in Illinois at the Edwards Apple Orchard. And Melissa, her grandmother approached us while we were eating lunch, and Melissa, as she usually is very gracious and said, "Yes, I will meet her, but let me finish having my lunch and I will meet her." And then we went over, and Melissa sat down with Eliza, and she presented this drawing to Melissa. Little House is one of her favorite shows. She watches it every day. She was going through, it's tough to be a little girl sometimes, and she was going through a bit of a struggle, and Melissa sat with her and spent about 30 minutes with her. And it was a really, really touching moment. And we've been in communication with her mother, Tiff, and, she's been in our different classes, and to Melissa's point with Dean, cooking pie.
Wait, they're there. They just can't unmute.
Oh, no, where are they?
NGL is them. Narrow Gate Learning, NGL. Maybe we can unmute. Can you unmute them, administrator lady?
I have to ask them to unmute. I can't unmute them, unfortunately.
Well, I'm glad they didn't run away because Tim said a bad word.
Oh no. Can we see you? Where are you? Because I'll spotlight you for the group. You can just wave to us.
It's Narrow Gate Learning.
Narrow Gate Learning.
Yep,
Well,
we should.
Tiff, are you on a telephone?
I see their faces.
I see them.
Aw.
I wish I could help them.
I know. I don't know how to help you unmute,
I see you
unfortunately.
waving. Eliza, I know we can't hear you, but you can hear us. And we're going to send you a signed copy of my cookbook. And you and I will talk later because you are the best chef in the world. And I think you can only make my recipes better.
Oh, you know what? Someone said, you guys tap the screen and you should be able to hit unmute. Tap the screen. No? Okay. Technology.
I know. All right. Well, while they're trying, let's see if they can join us. We'll talk to them. We'll talk to them separately. Nicole, you and I will connect with them.
Fair enough. Yes.
Because I want to give everybody a chance to go, and we've been talking for an hour. And we do have a random drawing real quick. We're going to pick Brenda, who is our executive assistant, who has a hydrangea.
The incredible Brenda behind everything that happens. She's the wizard.
Hi everyone. So nice to see everybody's faces and put names to faces. I love it.
So Brenda
is the best,
how to
Laura.
randomize this drawing. So she's going to randomly pick 5 people who are going to get $25 Modern Prairie gift cards.
Yes. So thank you. So the first person I have is Philly DeSoma. I see her. Philly. And then we have Julia Chung. Is she still here? And Carolyn Wilson. Jennifer Beagles. And Jacqueline Matz.
That's me. Yay! Welcome. Congratulations. So logistically, if you could email me directly, Nicole@modernprairie.com, the winners that Brenda just announced, we will send you the gift cards so that we can make sure we take care of this after the fact.
Perfect. Do we have, there's some other shout outs. Nicole, do you want to handle these shout outs?
Sure, there are just a couple of participants on this call we just wanted to highlight. So Kaylee Joe, I don't know if you'd seen our most recent Instagram post. Kaylee did a TikTok, I don't know how long ago it was, where she got a passport to visit all the, I believe it's the Laura Ingalls museums across the country. So I wanted to just give Kaylee a shout out and say hello. Joan is here as well, wanted to say hi. Alison Levy, as Christine called out, I wanted to say hi. She wrote us about her recent bra fitting experience, as we talked about at the top of the call. Right. So it's really, where are you, Alison?
I'm here. Thank you. I adore you all. And it's like everybody else has said, it's like we're sitting in the same room having coffee with your bestie. So thank you. It's amazing. Sometimes I space and miss things I want to hear, but I do my best. So thank you so much.
Perfect. And then I think, Melissa, in the interest of time, there is a hand before we sign off. Lillian? Lillian, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. I apologize to everyone. I'm not sure what happened with my camera, but it's the video's not happening. But I've been here all along and enjoying it. And before you sign off, in the interest of time, I just wanted to share something with Melissa and Nicole, just in the form of my personal congratulations and what Modern Prairie has brought to me. So I met Nicole, I think it was in January of this year, when I reached out after reading the article about Melissa and Nicole co-founding modernprairie.com. So I just want to share a little something I wrote for the two of you to celebrate this first year anniversary. I want to share it with everyone. Melissa and Nicole are formidable women that shared a dream to create a community of meaningful connection and conversation driven by a passion to make it happen. It's with gratitude I thank you both for inviting me to join you on this transformative journey and the introduction to the remarkable community of fellow Prairian sisters. Oprah once said, "The key to fulfillment, success, happiness, and contentment in life is when you align your personality with what your soul actually came to do." I feel this in my soul, and I celebrate Modern Prairie's first anniversary with you. Our work here is making a difference, encouraging, supporting women to connect and form a very special camaraderie as we explore our aging selves together. The first year Modern Prairie experience has been exhilarating, validating, and just plain fun, getting to meet so many like-minded women eager to share stories, recipes, and goodwill. I have my fingers crossed for a Modern Prairie in-person live event where we can talk more, meet, and just hug. Congrats to Melissa and Nicole.
Lillian, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And on that note, actually, that's the perfect segue into what I'm supposed to do next. Ask everyone to raise a glass. If you have anything, I have tea, whatever you have nearby, and say cheers. And thank you all. And congratulations, Nicole, and to all of you and to the Trusted Prairians. And thank you all so much. This is it's like a dream I never even knew I had. So I want to thank you all, and here's to you. And
Thank
to
you.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, Tim.
Cheers.
Cheers, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Lisa. All right, everyone, now go forth and conquer your weekends. You are warriors, make it happen, but download the app first.
We love you. Thank you all so much, you guys. Thank you.
Congratulations, Melissa and Nicole, on this
Thank
1 year
you.
anniversary.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Happy birthday.
Bye, Dean.
Bye, Dean. Bye, Allison.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy your day.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye, Angela. See you soon.
Looking
Bye,
forward to it.
everybody. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Deb, we'll see you soon.
Can't wait.
Love. Bye. So exciting.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, that was lovely. All right, Mel, I'm going to call you.
Okay.
Bye.